Good evening, welcome back to the media workouts here in Riyadh. Eddie Hearn has got a lot of interest on the card. I don't really know where to start, and I'm not going to have time to give you in-depth on everybody. Can I just start with the heavyweights and the impact that will have on what Anthony Joshua does next? I know he's going to be ringside. Realistically, what's his next move?
I mean, in an ideal world, to fight for the world heavyweight titles, and that's obviously being contested by Joseph Parker and Daniel Dubois. So love to fight the winner. Whether there's a mandatory that gets in the way of that, obviously Tyson Fury, we know, probably not available. Next up, we'll still ask the question. But Zhang against Gabriel, Deontay Wilder. I mean, we haven't really discussed what's next, but obviously his eyes will be fixed on Dubois against Parker. He'd love to fight the winner.
And would he need to have a win before he fights for the IBF?
Not at this stage in his career. I mean, when you're part of a big fight like that, you know, you can jump straight in with the IBF. You know, subject to their committee ruling. They wouldn't object to him fighting for the world heavyweight title again, and you know, that's ultimately what he's in the sport for. He's not in the sport for paydays. He's not in the sport for, you know, any other reason rather than legacy at this stage. He's just trying to become world heavyweight champion. Do
you think it will be Dubois that triumphs over Parker, and that would be Dubois AJ2, or what?
I mean, look, it could be Parker AJ2.
Yeah,
he's fought him as well, and I think with Daniel Dubois, what we've seen is the confidence must be through the roof. You know, he's always struggled with that, really, as he always believed in himself. And wins against Jarrell, Big Baby Miller, Hrgovic, and now AJ on that kind of stage. You know, sometimes that will take you to another level. Sometimes you might take the foot off the gas a little bit. You've done it all. You've made the money. This guy in here, Parker, he's on the money right now. Like I've never seen Joe like this before. Spiritually, emotionally, like it's just like his time. I don't know if he's going to win, but he's giving himself every chance to do it. First 6 rounds going to be really important for Joe. If he can push the pace and just put some dents in Daniel, I think he might do it down the stretch.
24 hours is a long time in the life of a boxing promoter, and you got the news that you didn't want, so no Floyd Schofield. We wish him well in his recovery. The question is twofold. How delighted are you that you've got Josh Padley on a plane and he can step in because he's got a world ranking, so the title stays on the line for Shakur Stevenson? But also, there's a lot of false information and rumours. What are the facts of the situation that led us to this point?
When I turned up last night, I was greeted with the news that Floyd Schofield was in hospital. You know, I think his accusations were that he'd been poisoned by Shakur Stevenson. That was a part of some strange allegations over the last couple of days. And to be honest, when this fight was made, Shakur said to me, he will not get in the ring with me. I said, you know, and when he landed here, I texted Shakur, I said, I told you, he's here. He said, he won't fight me. This was 4 days ago. A couple of days on, he's out of the fight. The board said he's in hospital, he's got to stay overnight. And then, you know, it's Tuesday, well, it's Wednesday morning, 1 o'clock in the morning, and I'm searching BoxRec for opponents for Shakur Stevenson. I go over to Turkey's house, and I say to him, right, we've got 3 options. Lay them out for him. But Josh Padley, for his credit, beat Turkey's favourite fighter, Mark Chamberlain, on Riyadh season at Wembley. And he went, yes, I remember him, let's have him. Next thing, Steffi Ball goes round to, you know, the house in Yorkshire, they get him out of bed, they get him in the gym.
Yeah, I heard it went on to the early hours, the very early hours.
We closed the deal about 3 o'clock in the morning here. But Josh Padley changes his life. He's going to have a lovely house out the back of it as well. And good luck to him. And look, everybody's an underdog against Shakur Stevenson. But at that stage, that's when we've got to do our work to make sure that our fighter fights. After 12 weeks of hard sacrifice, you imagine having to tell him tonight,
no, I know.
Sorry mate, no fight. Thanks for the 12-week camp, but we'll speak to you in a couple of weeks. He would be devastated. So happy we have a fight. And look, Padley will give it everything, but you're going to see something very special in Shakur Stevenson.
If you give me a real short one on the top of the bill, Dimitri Bivol, you were upset last time. It was razor tight. Can he get over the line this time?
I think so. I mean, look, he says he wasn't 100% last time, which is very encouraging. But Beterbiev, I think, will try and start faster this time. For 9 rounds, I thought Dimitri was in complete control. And then Beterbiev started to get hold of Bivol a little bit, and he lost those last 3 rounds, Dimitri. So he's got to box better for longer, but it's going to be very dangerous. I believe he wins the fight. But it's going to be another nail biter.
Nice one for coming up here, Eddie. Thank you very much. It's been a stressful 24 hours. You're going to have a few more stresses, I think, but that's all part of this magnificent card. We can't wait for it. Just a couple of days to go now, live on the ground on Sky Sports Box Office from Riyadh. You can't miss it. It's on Saturday.